Welcome back. So here we are in Felwood. We went ahead and took the flight. Last time we ended in Orgrimmar. We took the flight from Orgrimmar over here to Felwood to Blood Venom Post. And we're here because we're going to see Impsy the Imp. And it's kind of funny. Impsy is, you might remember, he's the pet, technically, of a little gnome warlock over here. But I kind of feel like almost everything we do is, everything we do with these characters is with Impsy, not with the warlock. And I think they really are trying to drive home the point that Impsy is kind of in control here. And the Warlock is actually maybe the subordinate in this case. I don't know if that's exactly true, but it always feels that way. They always seem to imply that Impsy is the one you talk to when you need something. And the Warlock is sort of Impsy's pet. I don't know. I always kind of felt that's the case. Ever since we met Impsy, which is probably around level 50. Maybe we came around here, 45. We might have been here the first time. Anyway, so we're back and we're going to turn in the Flawless Fella since we have all three of these. And so what I'm talking about here is Impsy, who's technically is Nibby's minion, but I'm skeptical of that. Alright, what's up, Impsy? Complete quest, 5650 experience, cool. Search Shatterscar Vale and Felwood for the remains of Croesus. When you locate the remains, use the Fellfire near them and await Croesus' return. When the Infernal is awakened, slay him and take from his corpse the Infernal Core. Okay. Shatterscar Vale is to the north, which is like right here, right? Yeah. Okay. This is definitely going to be the quest that gives us an Infernal, not what I thought it was going to be was maybe the Felguard, but maybe that's level 60. I know one of them is 60, one of them's like 50. So it looks like there's some Infernal Sentries. This will be the quest that finally lets us summon our own Infernal. Croesus's Infernal Core. I want to kind of just sneak past these guys, but that obviously failed pretty miserably. So according to our little add-on, it looks like the core is up here somewhere. I'm being double immolated right now, which is kind of painful. I didn't really realize immolate could stack. Okay, here we go. We're out of combat, cool. Let's check this quest again. When you locate the remains, use the Fellfire. Okay, Fellfire ignites Croesus, reanimating the fallen Infernal. When the Infernal is awakened, slay him and take from his corpse Croesus' Infernal Core. Okay, can we do this solo? It's 55 elite. I think we should be fine. I'm hoping we can fear him. We do have... let's apply our new Soulstone. Okay. We're gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna try to fear him if we have to. There's Croesus. You get him, take him off. I don't know if we can fear this guy or not. I want to see if we can. I want to hope we can. I don't think we will be able to. Oh, we can. Wow, that's kind of cheating. So a big Infernal. Got it. That's a lot of health too, like 15, 16,000 health. Is he still feared? Okay, fear I thought broke, but I was wrong. It did not break. He's not immune to immolate either, which is sort of surprising. I mean, it seems surprising to me. I don't know. You feel like he'd be immune to immolate of all things. Oh, there he goes. Now that broke. Let's re-fear him. Okay. We're just doing all the usual stuff, right? You know, fear spam, blah blah blah. Nothing too crazy here. Trying to keep some distance from him in case anything breaks, which of course it will at some point, such as this. Uh-oh. How hard does he hit? Not pretty hard. Not too bad. Pretty hard though. This would be a really hard fight without fear, honestly. I don't really know if we could do it. I need to re-fear him here. I'm gonna do this. Actually reapply my dots because I don't have many of those up right now. I'm gonna life tap once and use a health stone. Okay, it's hard to keep the dots up on mobs like this. I mean, doesn't seem that hard, but when they're fleeing and then sometimes you have to deal with fear. Let's try to Lincoln's Boomerang him also. Target is too close, really. Target is too close. Oh, it's super annoying. I can't seem to actually get the Boomerang to work because he keeps running closer to us. Oh well. We're just gonna finish him off here. Dead. 1100 experience. And his core. Wow. That's a pretty stacked amount of experience. 55 elites. I wonder if 55 elites normally give that much experience. That seems like a lot, right? Anyway, I was trying to boomerang him. I didn't realize it. The boomerang has a minimum range also, so you can't throw it at melee range. Which I think that makes sense in the context of Legend of Zelda. I think there was also a minimum range for using the boomerang, right? Was there? Is that true? I'm thinking like to the Link, A Link to the Past. That's the one I played the most of all the Legend of Zelda games. The Super Nintendo one, A Link to the Past, was my most played. Ocarina of Time saw my second most. Link's Awakening, the Game Boy, maybe third. And Wind Waker's probably up there too. Let's see, Crash's Infernal Core. Oh man, we aggroed this guy. Let's go ahead and kill him real quick. Anyway, so maybe not. Maybe the boomerang can be used in close range. I just don't remember very well. Okay. Hopefully this guy drops us some Elemental Fire, or Essence of Fire would be even better. Let's see. Heart of Fire, that's actually better than Elemental Fire. It's worth about 2.5 gold on the auction house. I think I was checking that just today, actually. We'll receive the Shard of the Green Flame, 12 stamina. That seems really nice. Look at the orb on that thing. It looks pretty cool. And Inferno. Reagent's Infernal Zone. Summons a meteor from the twisted nether causing 200 fire damage, stunning all enemies in the area for 2 seconds. Inferno rises from the crater under the command of cast for 5 minutes. Once control is lost, Inferno must be enslaved to maintain control. Can only be used outdoors. 60-minute cooldown. Awesome. 7,050 experience. That's cool. Now, because of the good weapon we have, the two-hander, we'll probably not be using the Shard of the Green Flame. Also, whoa, what the heck? What is... What the heck? I didn't... Look at the text chat down there. What El Pollo Grande? Sandbag saying clearly, Infernal need to be given a wide breath. Bow down to the involvement Infernal. My... chicken? Nibby, you're an idiot, says MC. That's really... The Black Chicken of Death, El Pollo Grande. What was that? Oh my god. That scared the crap out of me. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in WoW. Can I talk? I love the text on here. So even Nibby moved out of the way. Silent Servant, vengeance over mine, death to the Stormwind, death by chicken.
Pleased to meet you.
That's really funny. I'm super amused by that. I was like gonna talk about some other stuff and I got MC rolls on the floor laughing. God, that's so cool. Has anyone ever seen that before? I mean, I guess people have played Warlock have seen that before. I had no idea that was gonna happen. That's really funny. I now would like to modify my game files in order, I'm not gonna actually do that, but I would love to do that in order to summon infernal chickens instead of infernals. We will need to summon an infernal. I want to do this at some point. We will need an infernal stone. So that's gonna something we have to buy, I think, from the reagents, like just like the reagent vendors in Stormwind. Not Stormwind, of course not Stormwind. In Orgrimmar or wherever. Oh, and at this point, we're gonna hearth. We're going back to. Let me make sure I got this right. Stranglethorn Vale. So I should have done this back there. It's faster to hearth to Orgrimmar, and then we will fly to Ratchet, and then from Ratchet, we'll take a boat over to Stranglethorn Vale, to Booty Bay, and we'll fly up to Grom Goal, and then we will, let's see, so we need to fly. Then we will fly to Grom Goal Base Camp, and then we will run east in Stranglethorn Vale to find the guy we need for the formation of Felbane. So that's a very long, a lot of traveling to start off this episode, it looks like. But we have our very awesome Infernal now. We don't have the Infernal Stones. I will pick some of that up soon, and we'll use some of that goodness sometime soon. Ratchet. Okay. So let's, for just the flight over, we'll speed up the video. But then once we get to Ratchet, we'll go ahead and get on the boat. And from there, I'll chit-chat and let you know what's going on. But otherwise, we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so we've landed in a Ratchet, and the boat is not here just yet, so we can maybe... Is there a place to smelt stuff in Ratchet? Or a reagent vendor? Because I could maybe find an infernal stone, or smelt up a bunch of this, or... that we have here. I think there's a smith up here. I might just... I've been wanting to smelt up some of these things, and I haven't taken the time to do so, but... No, I don't really... I'm just gonna take a look up here, because now I don't really see... I know the town ends here. I don't see a smith anywhere. Fishing supplies, mailbox, general goods. Maybe this guy has infernal stones. I actually don't remember exactly where I buy infernal stones. I don't think general goods would have it, but I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, what do you want?
General supplies. No. Trade supplies, probably not. Nope. It's funny how I got one mountain silver sage nut chicken. What is this guy? Weapons dealer? No, probably not. Brewmaster Throne. What does he have? Oh, we get some Trogale if we do his quest. Uh oh, boat's here. We should get over there before I miss it. Weaponsmith. I don't really check out Ratchet very much. You know, I never really like take a look around. Fisherman. Okay, and then of course Wharfmaster Dizzywig himself, who I think has a quest usually, right? Yeah, the Cat's Eye Emerald from the Vitcher Co. series. Grimble does not have a quest.
Time is money.
Greeting Superlock.
Yeah, what do
These all just say greetings? Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Well, here we are. Back on the boat. Who's with us? What is this guy? This is... XZS, the Undead Warrior from the Heart of Eternity Guild. Cool. So... Yeah, let's see. I hope everyone had a nice Labor Day weekend in the US. I mean, this video won't be up until a few days past Labor Day weekend easily. Today's actually Tuesday, it's already past Labor Day weekend for me. But you know, I hope everyone in the US had a little bit of time to relax or see family, catch up on things. I know a lot of people work on Labor Day anyway. I actually got a haircut. I go to like, what is it called, a hair cuttery? Not like any place fancy for my hair, because all I do is get like a number 2 on the sides, have it like tapered upwards a little bit, and then just some scissors on the top to shorten things up. I don't do anything fancy with my hair, so like hair cutteries are great. They're like super cheap. Place I'm at, haircuts can be pretty expensive. It costs about $16, I think, for a haircut from Hair Cuttery, plus tip on top of that, which usually comes out to around $20 altogether, which is like actually a good price for a haircut around here. It's like really cheap. There's most places around here will charge like 40 plus for a haircut. Oh, so stretching there. Oh, that feels good. So anyway, yeah, $20 haircut's actually a pretty good price around here. And they do a good job. I don't have anything crazy with my hair. I'm not super picky about it, so that makes life pretty easy for me. Alright, so we're traveling on the boat now. We're crossing the Echo Isles, which are behind us. And it's actually like the troll starting zone, if I remember right. Trolls always start. I've never played a troll, honestly, like ever. I think they start in the Echo Isles. So that's where they start. You can kind of see on the map there on the left, kind of sticking off the bottom of Durotar. But now, Stranglethorn Vale. So once we get here, we need to go to the northeast of the zone. We need to actually get like up here, kind of near the Mosh Og Ogre compound, somewhere around here. I think it'll tell us, yeah. Like the formation of Felbane is up here at Galvin the Ancient. It's almost near Zul'Gurub. It'll be faster for us to go from Booty Bay just to fly to Gromgol and then run east, than to run all the way up there. So we are just going to take a quick flight. You know what I found out in Legion? This is super handy. I can't mount here, I always forget that. In Legion, there's a quest here where you literally, I'll show you, but like it's over near the Flight Master. there's a quest, for at least for Alliance, I don't know if it's true for the Horde, but at least for the Alliance. And the quest giver will literally teleport you to Western Plaguelands. Because in Legion, Western Plaguelands is a lower level. It's a bit more level appropriate for someone that might be around Booty Bay. And it teleports you. Oh, here's a smith. Do we want to stop and do all of our smithing real quick? Find minerals. Oops, that's not what I meant. Smelting. This could take a while, couldn't it? Sure, I'll smelt out my 7 gold. I mean, I could, instead of having 3 stacks of iron, I could have 2. Instead of having 4 stacks of mithril, I could have 2. It does seem like it'd be nice to smelt these down, but I just don't know if I care that much right now. It takes so long, right? It's so boring to sit here and watch me smelt stuff. We're just gonna leave it at that, even though that doesn't really do anything. In fact, it probably makes our bags worse, because now if we do go mine some gold ore, it won't stack with the ore we already had, so it's almost less efficient doing that, but oh well. Okay, so we're gonna go up this back side entrance here to get to the Flight Master. It's actually... yeah, so right here, where I'm standing, there'd be a little guy, gives you a quest, and he teleports you to Western Plaguelands, or he puts a portal up there so you can teleport. It only works once, like the first time you do the quest. But man, it's really, really nice if you're trying to get to Western Plaguelands for the first time, like I was the other day on my my Worgen Warlock. It's so efficient. I was thinking I was gonna, because like I had a flight path from Booty Bay to, because it's an Alliance Worgen, right? To Stormwind and to Ironforge. Ironforge is as far north as I could get. After that, I literally would have to run, as far as I know, all the way from Ironforge up to Western Plaguelands, which would have been a really long run. So I'm actually really, really glad that I like literally didn't know that was there. I just by chance was talking to quest givers in Booty Bay to see what kind of quest they offered, and I was like, that's a completely convenient quest. And they were smart because they put it right next to the Flight Master, so they knew that maybe people were trying to fly out of there, going north presumably, because there's nowhere to go but north from Booty Bay, would maybe talk to him and realize they could get up farther quicker with that. Yes, the coastline, the southern Savage Coast. I remember questing out here. The Naga were down here for a while. We were dealing with... I don't think we ever did anything with that dead corpse thing there. I remember killing raptors out here not too long ago. I remember getting ganked by Alliance a few times. I think we had a few fights out here. I've always liked Stranglethorn Vale. It's scary. I usually try to avoid it until I'm in my upper 30s instead of like low 30s, because you can come out here probably like level 30, probably is acceptable, all the way up to 40. But because there's such a large range, if you're out here at 30, you're gonna run into 40 level people from the other faction. You're gonna get destroyed. So I generally try to come out here only when I'm like on the upper half of 30s. Trade goods. I don't think this is the same vendor. I think. I don't think this is the one that sells. Yeah. We need like a reagent vendor, like literally reagent vendors. I know there should be some in Booty Bay, but I didn't, for the Infernal Stone I mean, but I didn't really care to go wander around there that much. We are 45, 65, like 6,800 experience away from hitting level 59. I don't know if this quest will get us there. It very well could. It's very, very close to getting us there if it doesn't. But like I said, I don't know if we can finish this quest line anyway without help. So I may need to seek out... I need to seek out some guildies and like find a time where the guildies are online and willing to help. Or maybe go to like the Reddit for this server and see if I can recruit some people that are willing to log in at a certain time and help me out. Because it'd be really cool to get this quest done. I like a little tiny mage. Chess pieces is the name of the guild. I will not kill the lobby. Flashpoint. It would be fun to, but it's just so mean also, you know. As a side note, while we're out here at the Venture Co base camp, as a heads up, if you're ever out here and you're like around level 30 to 36, you know, you need some mobs to kill, these Venture Co shredders have a small chance, but not unreasonably small chance to drop, let me kill one real quick, to drop a, like a reagent for engineering that actually sells for like quite a lot on the auction house. Let's see, I don't remember what it's called. It's like some sort of wiring, like a copper wire type of thing or something, I think. Nah, none of that's it. I don't think heavy blessing powder is worth really anything. But sometimes they do have a small chance of dropping something. You might have to look it up on an item database to see what exactly it is. I can't remember the name. But they're worth killing if you're just running through and you're at the right level, because they can give you a big boost towards your level 40 mount. If you pick up one or two of those pieces, and I think they go for like 3 to 5 gold a piece, the reagents, whatever they're called. I can't think of the name, unfortunately. Now our guy is off to the side up here, I think. I think this is Zul'Gurub. We could probably actually kill these guys. 54, 55 elites, so we could probably take them on. But we're not really looking to start a fight. I think we need is off here. Yeah, there he is, okay. I knew he was around here somewhere. This guy's just kind of hanging out all on his own, right? Whoa, that's scary. Let's kill this real quick, or at least dot him up and let the Void Walker take him. Okay, shipment to Galvin. Oh my gosh, look how close we are to leveling. We are literally 36 experience away. Is that really true? Wow. Okay, wait for Galvin to finish forging the weapon.
Very good.
Okay, we're gonna level up anyway as soon as he finishes forging this thing. Wow, that's so funny. I can't believe how close we were. Oh yes. Weaponry creation complete.
Here there.
Choose your reward. What do we want? I mean, what's better here? Honestly, if we're gonna use the one hand, we can't use the sword. The one hand, we're not gonna melee attack anyway, right? So it doesn't matter what weapon we pick. But if we do a one hand, we can at least maybe have a good offhand, like, I don't know what we'd use at this point, maybe this or something, for example. So I think we want the one hand. What did we just get? 900 experience, that's all it was. That's just enough to tip us over. Now we are about 210,000 experience away from level 60. Return to the fallen hero of the Horde. Okay. So this weapon, you have to equip it, and then once every 3 minutes you can cast it, which will allow us to weaken the next quest's named mobs that we need to kill. We also have a new talent, which I think we will spend... Is there a reason that Curse of Exhaustion might be really nice to have? Like, I'm thinking about it. If we have Curse of Exhaustion, what can we do with that? This would help us kite mobs if we need to. It would help, but I don't know if it's that good at 10%. If we like really spec'd into it, maybe, but I don't know if it's that useful, so I think I'd rather go into this. And at this point, we could actually... So what do I want to do? Increase the maximum health of our Void Walker, or increase the damage done by them? I think we'll do the damage done. It gives them a little better chance to tank for us. Slightly, right? Like, at least they'll do a little more damage. Not much, but maybe just enough to help, like, hold aggro for, like, an extra second or two, right? It also increases our overall DPS, that's nice. Okay, well, so... Return to the Blessed Lands. Okay, so this is going to be a quick quest, but this is the quest that after this, I don't know if we can solo any of these guys. This might be... There's 2 quests left after this one. We turn this one in. These are elites, right? Yeah, okay. These are elite ogres. They're low level, but we still don't want to get walloped on by them because they will hit pretty hard. So at this point, we turn this quest, there's 2 more left. The next one we have to kill 3 elite mobs that are pretty well guarded, I think. We might be able to solo that quest. It's possible. The quest after that is taking on like a very beefy elite mob that we honestly need like at least a good tank and a good healer for. But even then we might need more than that, like a 5-man group to actually complete. So I'm gonna see how close we can get to finishing this quest. We might just like at this point need to go and actually do some real leveling, and at this point if we go anywhere else to level, I think we'll go to Winterspring to finish up. I think that's because we never really leveled up there, so we should have a lot of quests, and it's a level 55 to 60 zone. We've already got a couple quests for it. I think we've got the Wild Guardians, Trouble in Winterspring, and I know there's a lot more quests we just never worked on over there. So this seems like that would be a very reasonable zone to hit 60 in. But for now, we're gonna go to ground goal. We're gonna take a flight over to the Blasted Lands, which is not very far. It's here, yeah, so it's a pretty short flight. I don't think there's any stops in between. And once we're there, we'll talk to the Fallen Hero of the Horde, and then see if we can we're gonna try to solo that first part of that quest, I think. Let's sell off a couple of things we just picked up. This stuff is all garbage. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Swamp of Sorrows, yep. So this sword, let me show you this a little bit better. Actually, I think looks... Oh, never mind. I thought it looked cooler than that. It actually looks really boring. That's lame. So it's the Enchanted Azsharite Felbane Dagger. It's actually really good for, like, if you're like a rogue or something, right? Or you're a warrior. Those weapons, or even a druid for the staff, those weapons are actually helpful because they give you increased attack power when fighting demons. But attack power does literally nothing for spellcasters, so it's actually kind of just worthless for us. It literally makes us weaker. Excuse me, I'm yawning. It actually makes us weaker because we have to give up our very, very good two-hander to equip the stupid thing. Although I think we can equip this, use it, and then, since you can swap weapons out mid-combat, re-equip the staff. And then I think the debuff or whatever on the target will still remain. I think. I haven't actually tried that, obviously. But we could also have like this on main hand, this on our offhand, so at least we get some stamina and some increased fire damage, which is not awful, but I don't know if we have a better offhand. I think we used to, and I think I trashed it when I got the Soul Harvester, unfortunately. Shizzle's Nozzle Weber. How many people are online today? About 800? Okay. I need more soul shards. I have not been keeping up with those. And we do have rested experience the entire way. So if we just want to grind on mobs, we'll probably get 400 to 500 experience per mob. Let's say 500 experience per kill at this point because of the rested XP. And at 500 experience, that means we're getting like, you know, 2 kills for 1,000 experience. Gosh, we would need... It'd be quite a few kills, honestly, though. It would take a while. It'd be like, oh, excuse me, it'd be like 400 kills, is that right? We'd have to kill about 400 mobs to hit the next level. I'm trying to do that math in my head real quick. So 2 kills for 1,000 would mean 20 kills for 10,000, would mean 200 kills for 100,000. So 400 kills for 200,000. So we could either grind on 400 mobs, or do some quests and kill mobs. And so I think we're gonna definitely work on some quests. It's far too boring just grinding on mobs. Hoping to make a little bit of headway into level 59 this level, this episode. But we're gonna start by talking to the Hero of the Fallen Horde, and then the Blessed Lands quest. I think they're all down here. So we're gonna see what we can do, if it's even possible, to maybe clear one of these. The Dreadmaul Hold one will be the easiest because it's like right near where we come in from. And we're gonna start here. If we can't kill this guy, then I'm definitely bailing out until we can get a group together. If we can kill this guy, then I will pursue. There's one over here in this cave, and I think the other one might be at the Altar of the Storms. I don't remember where he's at, or Dreadmaul Post. I think it's Altar of the Storms is the third named mob we'll need. My Elemental Fire sold, so I put that up for about, I think about a gold, like 90 silver. I think it sells for around like 90 silver to 1 gold, 10 silver. Nothing too crazy. Where's the mailbox? Let's see how much I listed it for. Sale price 95 silver. Okay, that's fine. All right, to the hero of the fallen hero of the horde. I would say the hero of the fallen horde. For some reason, I always flip them around. Oh man, I'm getting like nervous. We're so close to 60. It's just like I'm kind of like not nervous in a bad way, nervous in an excited way. We're probably still, honestly, like 4 episodes away. We probably have 4 more episodes before we hit 60, because honestly, it's gonna take a little while. Now, one thing we can do once we hit 60 is we can actually start working on our epic warlock mount. I might start working on that. I think we can do a lot of that solo, but then some instant stuff we'll need a group for. Ooh, true silver. Still can't get that. Return to the Blastlands. 2,300 experience. There we go. Our first headway into level towards 60. Okay, so uniting the shattered amulet. Alright, can we solo any of this? This is one up here, one here, one here. Yep, okay, so I was right. That's exactly where they're all located. That's good to know. We're gonna start with Grawl and see if we can kill Grawl ourselves. If we can't, then, like I said, we'll have to find a group, and hopefully... I log in so early, I'll have to like really make an effort. What I may do is wait till the weekend where I have a little more time in the afternoon, log in and see if I can get a group together at that point. But otherwise, we'll just put the quest on hold until we can get on with some other people to help us out and go from there. Now, you remember this from about 2 to 3 episodes ago. We were over here. We had some ogres to deal with, and we're gonna have to deal with them again, unfortunately. They're very low level though, so nothing really of a concern for us, but just got a clear little path through here. I don't think there's any purpose in draining soul, right? Like I can't get any shard from mobs that don't give me experience, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna make a new soul stone, so that's about gone. Okay, we can sneak past this guy. Now, we're gonna want to fear this guy. If we can't fear him, we're doomed. Like, the only way we're gonna possibly be able to kill this guy is if we can fear. I'm gonna suck some mana out of Tangmoth here. So I'm hoping we can fear this guy. If we can't, like I said, we're just gonna run away, because there's no way, we have no chance. It always comes down to being able to fear mobs for us when we're soloing big guys like this. And we need to make sure we equip our enchanted dagger. Okay. Can we solo pull this guy? Looks like we can. I'm just gonna dot both them up as much as I can. I mean, they're easy mobs, so I'm not really too concerned. Okay. Not bad. Ooh, what did we get? Goblin Nutcracker of the Bear. I don't know why that's such a funny name to me. I can actually tell you why. I know exactly why it's a funny name. So there's our guy. Grawl. Okay. So we need to keep trying to clear the room out if we can. And I just hope we don't pull anything else. Let's heal up a little bit. So I think we're gonna open the fight on Grawl by dotting him. Is there a chance that can we pull this guy without aggroing Grawl? I really hope so. Oh my god, that's really bad. Hit him, Tangmoth. Hit him. Okay, we're running. We're running. I don't know why I'm even bothering hitting this guy. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. So maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we just pull him out here and fight him. Maybe that's easier. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we'll pull him out here. I'm running low on soul shards, unfortunately. Now that I see we can pull him by himself, I think that's what we're gonna do. Like, we can pull him out here and just fight him in this courtyard. Might be the way to go. Okay. Let's equip this, and equip this, and let's tap a bunch, and bandage. So what we're gonna do is, when the fight starts, first thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pull him out here, and then cast. Oh, this guy was just skilling up on this. That's funny. Hi there. Oh, say hi to him. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, what else do I need to make? Oh, I need to make a health stone, right? Okay. So the fight starts, I'm gonna pull him out here. Then I'm gonna fear him if I can, and then cast the enchanted Azurite thing to weaken him. I think that's the plan. Then I will switch weapons. Can I, like, just line of sight and cast on him from here? Does invalid target? Really? Let's... start running. Why is this an invalid target? I got interrupted, that's not good. Fell curse. Okay, we can fear him, that's huge. He resisted my fear, and he stunned me. Got a crit heal on my health zone, which is super important. My Void Walker's dead, which is really, really bad. If Fear breaks in a moment here, I'm super toast. Recast Fear. Okay, let's re-equip this weapon and pray a little bit. Okay, can we do this? I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Oh no, I'm dead. I can't also tank this mob that's gonna aggro onto us. Okay, so I think this is doable, but not very easily, right? I mean, that's gonna be a huge pain. I think we're just gonna give up on this quest. I want to do it, but I think it's gonna be really, really tough for us to do this. However, I am gonna go ahead and throw my boomerang at this guy, which didn't do anything but hit him for a little bit of damage. I want to get a few soul shards. We're literally completely out of soul shards right now. So I'm just gonna kill this guy, maybe that stinger over there, maybe the one back there. I just want to get a few soul shards where she can like do things again. It's kind of painful not having any soul shards. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need help to do that quest. It was close, right? We almost could do it. We definitely, if we didn't have like the ad summon onto us, and we had kept Tangmoth alive at the beginning, I think we would have had a pretty decent chance of completing it. But as it stood, it just wasn't gonna happen. I think it would make more sense to get a small group together to do that quest, and then maybe immediately after do the next quest and just be done with it. I think that'd be the plan. Okay, dead. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a few soul shards because I have like none, or I didn't have any. Now I've got a few. Now I'm doing a little bit better. But it feels good to have at least a couple, you know? It's like, as a warlock, you don't have any soul shards, you can't make soul stones, you can't make health stones, you can't summon any pets except for the imp, because the imp doesn't cost any soul shards, which is actually really nice. Let's do this. Can I drain life off this one and get a soul shard? I don't think I can. Like, I don't think it works that way unless I actually gain experience from it, but I want to give it a try and just see. Because I'm curious, I've never actually tried this specific thing. Oh, I did create a soul shard, right? Or did I not? I don't actually know. I think I did. No, I did not. I was wrong. Sad times. What level is that guy? 50. You're welcome. Okay, well, what is this? Mithril deposit. Let's go ahead and grab that real fast while we're over here. I guess we're gonna go back to Winterspring. I guess I don't see any other... I guess there's a few other things we could do, but that's probably the easiest route for us to level from here. I really do want to finish this questline though, and I'd love to do it before 60 because it's such a cool questline. And it's such a uncommonly completed questline, but we're gonna need a group. We're gonna need a group, unfortunately. So here's the thing. At this point, to get to Winterspring, I mean, gosh, I don't even know what the easiest way to do this is. There's also this quest we've been having in our inventory for a long time we could turn in, but like, there's no easy way to get to Winterspring from where we are. We're actually about as far away as we could get from Winterspring. It's on Kalimdor. We're on the Eastern Kingdoms, of course, and we're in the center of the Eastern Kingdom, so we either need to fly. Probably the easiest route for us is to fly back down to Booty Bay, take the Zeppelin over from Gromgol to Orgrimmar, and then from Orgrimmar we can fly up to Winterspring. I think that's probably the most efficient route. We obviously aggroed a few mobs here, so we're gonna just clear them up real fast while we're here. This is a really good spot, by the way. This what is this mine called? I don't know what the name of it is. It's near Netherguard Keep. It's actually a great spot for Alliance characters to skill up mining. Because there's actually, if you look on the top of the minimap, there's a mithril deposit up there. There's actually usually 4 or 5 deposits in there of different mithril and other things, sometimes true silver, sometimes gold or silver. There's quite a few in there. And although they're aggressive to the Horde, all these guys, they're friendly to the Alliance. So an Alliance character can literally just run in there and just freely run around. And there's no Horde ever, because there's no quest for Horde in there, and because it's aggressive to Horde, it's just not worth the trouble for us. But Alliance can just run around and just get a whole bunch of mineral nodes, so it's a great spot, I think, to get usually like 3 to 5 skill ups pretty easily. If you're in need of some like mithril level mining skill ups for the Alliance. For the Horde, it's not worth it. It really isn't. Okay, so let's get back on the Flight Master, or back on the Wind Rider. Griffin, not Griffin as Alliance. Is it a Wind Rider? That's what it's called, right? I'm gonna get back on here, go down to Gromgol, just again like the shortest flight from here pretty much. And then from there, get on the Zeppelin, go to Orgrimmar, head over to Winterspring, where we will probably stay for the foreseeable future until we hit 60 or until we can get our groups for the last couple, Uniting the Shattered Amulet and the next quest after that. The rewards, by the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned it. Let me look this up again, because they're really kind of crazy for this quest. So, Uniting the Shattered Amulet actually doesn't really give you much. Uniting the Shattered Amulet. Okay, so the reward for that is just experience, right? Nothing fancy. But the quest that matters after that is you are Raklik Demon, is the name of the quest. The last quest in a super long quest I've been working on forever. So this quest, it'll give you as a reward a, let's see, a 16 slot bag. These are all the things you get. You don't have to choose one, you get all of them. A 16 slot bag, a trinket that increases your defense by 3, your shadow resistance by 10, and your normal health regen by 3. And a necklace that gives you plus 10 fire resistance, plus 10 shadow resistance. Now, truthfully, the best thing about it is probably the 16 slot bag. I mean, like, really, it's probably the best thing about it. But, it's kind of nice that, like, the necklace, 10, what is it? I said 10 fire, 10 shadow. That's maybe useful for, like, Nefarian and Blackwing Lair, even though it has no stats on it. And the trinket is probably reasonable for a tank. 3 defense, 10 shadow resistance, and 3 health regen. I think that's something a warrior might be using. Let's see. I wonder if anyone else... I'm just looking through the comments. I wonder if anyone else agrees is a good tank item. Huh. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't seem like it's that strongly considered to be a good tank item. I think it is. I think it would be a good tank item. Especially for any fight you need shadow resistance. That's like the only reason. I mean, if you don't need shadow resistance, the 5 defense and 3 health per 5 seconds isn't probably worth it. But if you are you're definitely on a shadow resistance fight, I think that has some use in vanilla. The problem is I can't think of a lot of shadow resistance fights. I think Nexramas has a few. And I think you could argue that there's a couple in Blackwing Lair, maybe. Like Nefarian, I think, has shadow damage. I don't think Ankarash has any shadow damage fights that I can think of. And by the time you get to the Burning Crusade, there's way better trinkets that completely remove the need for that one. So, man, I feel like we were close. I was almost tempted to give it another try for killing that demon or for that ogre, but it just, I could tell it was gonna be a pain, and he was supposed to be the easiest of the 3, I believe. So if we couldn't get him, there's no way we're gonna clear all the other ones. Now there is a forge over here, and there is no Zeppelin here yet. So I'm gonna do a little bit of smelting and kind of just keep my eyes peeled on the Zeppelin tower. Because man, smelting takes forever, so it's good, just get it done when you can. Ooh, I need to get ready for work soon. I've got like just a lot going on at my lab recently, because I feel I felt a little bit behind recently, and I talked to my advisor. So my advisor is actually a professor in the department. So he's like a tenured faculty member, professor. He teaches occasional courses, but generally his main responsibility is research related. And we kind of talked and basically kind of agreed that I'm a little behind where I would like to be or where he would like me to be, which is unfortunate. I don't usually feel like people in my life that are kind of my boss have felt that I'm behind. But he does think I'm a little behind, which I can understand that. Let's get... I'm going to smelt 2 more of these and I'm going to get on that Zeppelin. 1, 2... I hope I don't miss that Zeppelin, I'll feel really dumb. The reason why I smelted exactly that many is so the remaining iron ore I could stack into 1 stack, I guess you'd say. And not have, I don't know if this is the right Zeppelin. I can't remember which one's which. I'll need to talk to the guy up here. Orgrimmar, perfect. Did I cut that close, or am I good? So by the way, you can talk to the little goblins, and they'll tell you if you're gonna. This one will tell you if he's going to Orgrimmar, and the one over there, Squibby, will tell you if he's going to Undercity. This one is the one that goes to Orgrimmar, I think, if I read that right. I hope so. Look at this guy. He's got the ZG world buff and the Onyxia world buff, and Doom's Edge. He's definitely a tank. That's a car shield. Columns of Might, that's tier 1, I believe. Wrath is tier 2, I think. So it looks like he's transitioning from tier 1 to tier 2 here. It's got the PvP ring that requires epic reputation with Alterac Valley. Onyxia, that's a really, that's a really good trinket. Remember the Guard Captain, Helm of Wrath. Kind of cool looking through people's gear. Sandstorm Cloak, it's Ankarash, I believe. Good stuff. So, it's a little disappointing, my situation in my lab right now. Not like it's terrible, but I just feel a little behind, right? So it's a little bit of a disappointing feeling. I really am trying to ramp up stuff going forward. And I have a pretty good plan for that, but it just means I need to invest a little more time into my work, which means I'm thinking of staying an extra couple, like 1 or 2 hours, at least 2 or 3 days a week, and trying to be more consistently in the lab on weekends. So it's a lot more time commitment, of course. And I also kind of laid out a plan over the last few days of my experiments for the next probably 2 or 3 weeks. And it's going to be very heavy at the lab bench. A lot of times when I'm at my lab, I'm at my computer because I'm like thinking and taking notes and reading papers. But this is going to be a lot more at the bench itself, my lab bench, where I'll be actively conducting experiments. So that the more experiments you do, the more computer work you have to do too, because then you have to analyze your results. So it ends up making just a lot more work overall, which is fine. I think it's a good period for me to kind of ramp things up a little bit. Kind of coming into the tail end of the summer here, so there's a little bit less to do outside as the weather starts cooling down a little. Although it's going to be a while before it gets like cold, you know, but it'll get cooler. Okay. We're in Orgrimmar, of course. And the Zeppelin's actually a pretty good trip for us, pretty quick. It didn't take too long. Now, I've got some stuff we can vendor off. We can do that in Everlook, which is the neutral town in Winterspring. So first of all, we just didn't get to Winterspring, which I do think I did grab that flight point, right? There was a period where I went to Winterspring, didn't get the flight point, and like left, but I think I went back later and did get it, but it's been a while, so I can't quite remember. I really hope I have the flight point, because it's going to kind of stink if I didn't get it. Okay, we got it, thankfully. I was looking at my gear recently. I was thinking about this some more, and first of all, we have an amazing wand, and I'm so lucky that I got that when I did from the Sunken Temple. Like a huge DPS upgrade over my old wand, which I forget what that old one was. But I still think I need to really upgrade like my bracers badly, my belt to some extent, and I don't know what else. Mostly my cloak. Those are the ones. There's just some things I really need to upgrade, and I've got the gold to even buy some stuff, but at this level it's just not worth it. Like when you hit 60, you can like go to raids and do stuff. There's plenty of people that need help in raids right now. That if I took the time for it, I'd level up so much faster anyway. But I think actually we may call it the end of the episode very shortly here, and we'll end up in Winterspring. We'll be ready to go. But next time what we're gonna do is start questing in Winterspring. We've actually got a ton of quests up here. There's like 3 or 4 quests right here we can pick up that we can do all around the zone. We've got one to turn in here at Denova. She'll give us a quest line from that. We've got some owl beasts that we already need to kill. So we've got some things to do already, and I know there's going to be more to do, which is nice. So we'll have, I think, plenty of stuff to get us 1 full level up to 60. Worst case scenario, if we don't hit 60 here, we can, let me think about this, we can head to Eastern Kingdoms and do Eastern Playgrounds. We haven't done any of these quests over here, and there's a ton of quests here. In fact, it might have been more efficient to just go up there from, since we're already in the Eastern Kingdoms. I could take the Zeppelin up to Undercity and flown over. Might have been a bit quicker. But honestly, Winterspring is one of the zones I really do enjoy. I almost like it more than Eastern Plaguelands, which most people maybe don't agree with, but I tend to like Winterspring more. It's a little bit quieter and calmer. Eastern Plaguelands always feels very dense in terms of the number of mobs. So you're kind of always, I feel like you're always running around and getting attacked by mobs in Eastern Plaguelands. And lots of poisons and slows and annoying things like that. Lots of debuffs. And I feel like in general there's fewer poisons and bad debuffs just throughout Winterspring. There's also this cool area down here in Dark Whisper Gorge we can check out for some big elite demons. We can maybe go down there and just deal with trying to kill a few for fun. I think this is like the equivalent. Dark Whisper Gorge is sort of the equivalent of the Tainted Scar in Blastlands. I get very similar feeling to me, where there's just like, it's kind of isolated. There's not really any main quests out there. There's like 1 or 2 small ones that are obscure, and in some cases just class quests, and then a bunch of high-level elite demons. So it's kind of a cool area. Both of them are. I never really... Tainted Scar is where Kazakh is, at least there's a good reason to go out there. In Winterspring, I think there is like a hunter quest out here, some class quest involved in Dark Whisper Gorge. But that's about it. I mean, there's not a lot. It's very little reason to go all the way down here for the most part. You can see we're actually coming in up the side here. And you can see it's starting to get a little bit frosty, right? I don't know how the water is turning into what. It's like, I guess it freezes up here and then melts as it gets lower in the atmosphere and then turns into a waterfall. There's some cool scenery along the sides here. Just like, it's not much, but just a little bit. This is always where I wish WoW had a better draw distance, or the servers that I play on had better draw distances, because you can see so much cool, like, side scenery here. But alas, it's out of our control. You cannot, there's nothing you can do to the game files to modify that. Yeah, so I'll tell you what, we will coming in hot here at Everlook. Where I'll let you fly it out the rest of the way, but we're going to call it a day here. Next time we'll come back, start our quest, and really make some good, aggressive headway through level 59. I think this is going to be very rapid leveling at this point, because we have so many good quests to do in Winterspring. But anyway, that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.